This shift carries direct reporting out of the realm of voluntary marketing. Under SEBI's BRSR core framework, these disclosures have become legally binding representations of corporate data. This shift carries direct consequences for independent directors. Under the Companies Act, signing reports without documented diligence creates personal liability for misstatements. The era of approving vague sustainability adjectives is over. Boards are now expected to certify auditable, heavily scrutinized numbers. To manage this exposure, we are building a one-page ESG audit map. This tool is designed to isolate legal risks in your reporting chain before your next board meeting. Approving the annual report without a clear map of these controls converts a routine operational oversight into a matter of personal legal liability. Start with a blank matrix. In the first column, list your material, measurable KPIs, like emissions, water, and safety. Exclude marketing claims. This grid is strictly for data requiring a verification trail. Next, add two new columns, owner and source system. Identify the first gap here. Boards often find ownership assigned to a shared group, like the ESG team. Instead, every metric must trace back to a single accountable department head and a specific software system used for data collection. If a metric is sourced from an unowned spreadsheet or an undefined supplier email, the chain of accountability is broken. Untraceable ownership is the exact point where organizational responsibility ends and board liability begins. Next, we document the verification process by adding columns for internal control and assurance planned. Avoid qualitative fillers here. Writing phrases like robust process provides no legal protection. An effective entry must name a specific mechanism, such as a SAP ERP check or an internal audit review. With the grid populated, we can now scan for inconsistencies in how the data was gathered and verified. We look for metrics showing sudden, unexplained improvements, like a major emissions drop that occurred without a corresponding change in operations. We check for value chain data relying on estimates instead of actual documentation. Finally, we identify high-impact metrics where the assurance planned column is left blank. These unresolved amber cells are the specific blind spots where legal exposure hides in plain sight. Once the map is complete, it serves as your primary defensive tool. Before the next reporting cycle, present these identified gaps to the audit committee. Management must be instructed to design and implement a specific internal control for every highlighted cell on your grid. Ensure that these specific questions and the responses from management are recorded in the official board minutes. This documentation activates the Section 149 Sub 12 statutory defense, proving the board acted with diligence rather than simply signing the report. This map takes ESG metrics out of the marketing narrative and places them under the same rigorous governance as financial reporting. The board now has clear sightlines. You know exactly what is being signed and exactly what management is required to fix. The governing rule is simple. If you sign it, you own it. Download the template and assign this map to management within the next 48 hours.